Father has given me the privilege of speaking to you this morning on the Feast of St. Joseph. It is my confirmation name. My mom and dad have passed, but I always, in my heart, believe my parents are always with me. So my mother's not going to be too happy with this. But when I was confirmed, my mom said I could pick any name I wanted as long as it was Joseph. It was her father's name, and as you can imagine, being part Sicilian, there were many Josephs in my family. And St. Joseph's Day was a very big day of celebration. St. Joseph, if you really think about it, is an amazing, amazing person and a real example and a life for every one of us, men or women. You know, if you think about it, who could teach God anything? Seriously. God's ways are above our ways. He created all things. But Jesus was a carpenter. And who taught him how to be a carpenter? But Joseph. Joseph gave his foster son, whatever title you want to give him, but the father who took care of the boy, Jesus, he taught him his trade. He shared and passed on was how he earned and took care of his family. And that is so many things that St. Joseph is. St. Joseph was the one who, took Mary to Bethlehem, and then when they escaped into Egypt, he was the protector. He was the provider. We talk about him as being the foster father of Jesus, but even from today's gospel, he's Mary's husband. And if I've said before, of all the women that ever was or ever will be, God picked that one woman to be the mother of his son, the mother of the Word incarnate. What kind of man was Joseph that God would have him be the husband of that woman? And why do I say that St. Joseph is an example for all of us? When I was at school, our motto at high school was being a man for others. They said whether you're a CEO or the guy who pushes the broom, you need to grow up to become a man for others. It's not what you make of yourself, that's fine. But whatever it is that you do, make sure that part of you is doing it for those around you. And St. Joseph obviously did, but amazingly, and where the example comes from, he does it quietly. Nowhere in Scripture do we really see any credit given to St. Joseph. We know that he must have done things, but he did so in the background. He did so quietly. That might be you, somebody you love or know, but I ask you today, whether their name's Joseph or whatever, to keep in your heart and your mind those people in your life that do so much, but nobody really hears about it, that nobody else knows about it. And for us to follow in the example of St. Joseph, to do what is needed to protect, to supply, to provide, and to love without anybody having to know about it.